In my last video, of and off, part 2, we learned that off, with a simple be verb, is used to talk about a result or situation away from what is usual. Off seems to have a lot of different translations, but actually, the logic behind all of the English examples is exactly the same. Here is my illustration again. Off and on are opposite in meaning, and since on tells us that two things are touching or in contact, off is either A, a movement away, or B, the position or situation which is the result of moving away. In part 3 today, I want to give examples of phrasal verbs showing the movement itself. Example 1. The children ate breakfast and headed off to school. When you are walking, your head is obviously facing the direction in front of you. So, where are you headed? Means, where are you going? In this example, the children left the house and walked away in the direction of their school. 2. If there's not enough interest, we will call off the meeting. Meetings are arranged to take place on a certain day. But if the day and time are changed, the meeting is moved off that day to another day, or possibly forgotten altogether. If no one is interested in coming to our meeting, we may decide to call the meeting off, announce the meeting is canceled. 3. Stay off that ankle, or the injury will never heal. If your foot or ankle hurts, too much walking will only make it hurt more. So when you stay off your feet, you don't stand and walk about. You stay in bed or sit on a chair rather than move around. By the way, on your feet is another way to order someone to stand up or get out of bed. So naturally, off your feet is the opposite. 4. We will hold off our decision until we have more information. To hold something, we take it in our hands and keep it. So if we hold off our decision, we don't decide anything. We hold back. We keep our ideas to ourselves until we are sure we can make a good decision. 5. Could you drop off this package at the post office for me? To drop means to open your hand and let something fall out. When we drop off something, we mean that we carry it away, usually in a car, and put it down somewhere. You can drop off a person too, like when you say to a friend, "Drop me off at the corner." 6. After buying off the police, our neighbor has never had any more problems. If you give money to police officers so they leave you alone and stop bothering you, we say you buy them off. Our neighbor gave the officers some money, and the police went off and didn't come back. Problem solved. 7. The teacher let me off with a warning instead of calling my parents. To let me go means you open your hand. You don't stop me because I want to leave. So this teacher let me off, let me go away, and only gave me a warning. He didn't telephone my parents, which is lucky for me. 8. The monkeys tried to steal our food, so we threw stones to drive them off. To drive means to push hard, move something with a lot of force, as in the phrases to drive a nail or to drive someone crazy. So, we threw stones to drive the monkeys away from us, to make them go away from us and our food. By the way, to drive a car actually means to drive a horse, to make a horse pull our carriage, our car. Old expressions are often used in new ways like this. To drive a horse becomes to drive a car. 9. I've got a terrible headache, but maybe I can sleep it off. Off means to go away. So sometimes we can go to bed, fall asleep, wake up, and our problem has gone away. Some people drink too much, become drunk, and need to sleep until the feeling of drunkenness has gone away. This is another way to sleep it off. Here, in example 9, a headache sometimes will go away after a good night's sleep. 10. John tried to look serious, but couldn't quite bring it off. To bring something off means to raise something off the ground toward you. So, if you are able to move something heavy or difficult in your direction, the direction you choose, we say that you bring it off. You do it successfully. In this example, John tried not to smile, to look serious, but he didn't succeed. Everyone knew he was joking. 11. The house needs painting, but he keeps putting it off. Everything must happen on some day. So if you put something off, we know you moved it off to another day because you don't like this job. Painting a house is a hard and unpleasant job, so we can easily understand why he puts it off. 12. Knock it off, will you? Can't you see I'm trying to study? To knock is to hit something with a quick, sharp sound, such as knock on a door. In the expression, knock it off, we are telling someone to immediately stop what they are doing because it irritates us. In other words, stop what you're doing and make it go away. 13. 2 boys made off with my suitcase when I wasn't looking. To make simply means to make a movement, to move, as in the phrase, to make for home, which means to go in the direction of your home. To make off means to go away quickly, and if you take something with you, you make off with it. You steal it. So those 2 boys stole my suitcase when I wasn't paying attention. 14. If you don't feel well, take the afternoon off. When a person works, he or she is on the job. When they're not working, they are off the job. If this person feels ill and wants to take a rest, they can ask their employer for the afternoon off. Or they themselves can decide to go home and take this time off. 15. Her first movie was not a success, but the actress is clearly very talented, so don't write her off. She'll be famous one day. In the business world, to write something off means something was a failure, a bad idea, because it lost money. And since we are doing business, we must write this bad idea down as a loss and take it away from our profits. In our example, although the movie was unsuccessful, the actress herself is very good, so we should not call her a failure and forget about her. Someday she will be a big star. Okay, so off means A, a movement away, or B, the result of that. The following examples emphasize that something starts and keeps moving away. The idea of continuation, an action that keeps going. 16. My alarm clock went off at 6 o'clock. My alarm clock starts to ring and keeps going. Keeps ringing until I shut it off. Any kind of alarm, siren, or bomb can also be said to go off like this. 17. First off, we have to find a place to live before trying to find jobs. First off is an expression that says this is the first thing on a list of many others that we need to do. 18. People were setting off fireworks to celebrate the new year. To set means to put something down carefully. To set off means to carefully touch a match to a fuse and let it keep burning as it moves away. In this example, people were lighting fireworks and waiting for them to shoot up and explode in the night sky. 19. It wasn't easy to find a job. I had to live off my parents for almost a year. When a person lives off his or her parents, that person has to take food and money from them in order to live. The person has no money or home of their own. Some people might say they live off their savings, or a person might live off an inheritance from a rich family member who dies. 20. When she met her new roommate, they hit it off right away and talked the entire evening. When two people meet the first time, they may find there's nothing to talk about. Or they may discover they have similar interests or hobbies, many things in common. To hit, of course, means two things suddenly come in contact. They meet. So, when two people hit it off, they find lots of things to talk about and keep talking for hours without stopping, just like old friends. To hit is the moment two people meet. It is the feeling, the friendly feeling that develops. And off means this good feeling keeps going. I hope my illustrations in these videos, parts 1, 2, and 3, have helped you to understand the basic meaning of off in most phrases that you will hear or read. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you find these videos helpful.